This is the Oregon National Primate Research Center. It's one of 7 flagship primate centers established by the National Institute of Health. And this is one of the largest primate research laboratories in the whole world, and they're affiliated with OHSU. In 2021 alone, they used 1,382 primates in their experiments. In addition, they have 4,278 primates imprisoned here for other purposes, including breeding and selling those primates to other labs all over the world. In 2022, OHSU received $284 million taxpayer money, funds from the National Institute of Health. This place alone received $12.75 million for their operational costs. Some of the experiments that go on here, for example, one was led by a man named Paul Kivett and Eleanor Sullivan, and they fed pregnant monkeys a diet high in fat and then studied the taste preferences of the babies. After they studied the babies, they killed the babies at 13 months of age to dissect their brains and look at their brains. So they're killing the baby monkeys and dissecting their brains here. For the past 40 years, a man named Elliot Spindell has conducted nicotine studies on rhesus monkeys. He injects pregnant monkeys with nicotine or surgically implants nicotine pumps into their backs to observe the effect on the fetuses. In one study alone, he administered high doses of vitamin C to a group of monkeys. He then removed the fetuses via a C-section and performed invasive lung function tests on the babies before he then killed them and dismembered them. Breeding is a huge part of what goes on here. One monkey, whose name was Milo, was used as a so-called breeding monkey. He rotated through female cages and was subjected to painful electro-ejaculation. Basically, this is where they are strapped to a chair and a metal band is wrapped around their genital, and a burst of electrical shocks are delivered to their penis until they ejaculate. He was forced to endure this procedure at least 48 times. The babies produced through the program are sold to other laboratories or used by experiments by OHSU. According to federal inspection reports, the suffering of the monkeys here at this OHSU lab extends beyond the breeding and the experimentation. The primates have endured extensive injuries and died as a result of employees' carelessness and incompetence. And the experiments have deviated from approved protocols, exposing monkeys to ungodly levels of pain and distress. The monkeys here in this lab have shown signs of going insane. They pull out their hair. They rock back and forth. They have an extreme fear reaction when they see humans come near them because they know what's happening around them. They are intelligent creatures. And the truth is, all this funding, this pain, this torture, and murder does not amount to much. This is not a necessary function of our society. More than 90% of the so-called promising basic scientific discoveries that come out of here fail in clinical studies. 90%. So that means year after year, all that funding, that $284 million of funding, the $12.75 million of funding that goes to this lab alone is being wasted. That amounts to billions of dollars of taxpayer money, your money, that's being wasted on experiments that are torturing animals that don't amount to anything. So we're asking everyone here and everyone who's watching this to join PETA and other organizations in demanding that the National Institute of Health end its funding of animal testing. and instead put that funding to more effective research methods that are cruelty-free. And if you want, go to PETA.org. They have a petition that you can sign right now that will be sent to the National Institute of Health demanding that they stop funding places like this so we can stop the abuse and torture of these primates.